welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, of interest to me, and I would think of interest to anybody who is on Facebook, especially those who are more involved in Facebook than they are on YouTube, which probably usually you have a channel if you're involved in YouTube, as we do. But we also are involved in Facebook, and when our comments had been disabled, whether you know about this, I don't know, but about 2 years ago our comments were disabled. We were not allowed to receive any comments, and this wasn't an action that was taken by us, because actually the interaction between subscribers and creators of YouTube channel actually benefit from that exchange. I have made quite a few different viewpointed friends who hold greatly different views on life, and I've made those friends through being able to exchange comments with them on YouTube. So we were disabled for about 2 years, and we tried and tried and tried and tried again, as Churchill says, and every time we would actually get to speak to someone with a pulse at YouTube. But apparently that's about where it ended, was with the pulse, because they were unable to help at all. And then recently, for reasons best known to themselves, they enabled our comments, which you would know, of course, now if you're looking at our channel. So those comments were enabled again. Now, what I'm finding now is strange little things that are happening with our comments. Now, the thing is that if you're looking at, I daren't say the word, but when you tell somebody there's a particular word for it, and what it means is that you gag somebody from saying things which you don't think are appropriate or correct, and so we, in the world right now, we are heavily, what shall I say, censored, and you can work that out. Heavily, we don't receive information, and the thing is, because it's done in a very subtle way, because it's done before we ever know anything about it, then we never know, except that sometimes, as always, the truth comes through, and you will have some little clue that things are being deleted, and you are being prevented from seeing something that actually is your business. So I was looking today. We get all different kinds of ways in which notifications are given to us of comments that have been made, and some are very brief, and they'll give us the first line of the comment. Well, this one interested me because I've been talking about the ATM machine and the great God ATM, and sometimes going and paying homage to it doesn't always get you the money that you need, and I've just lost, for the time being at least, 10,000 pesos, because it said, here's your money, and then it did give it to me. so now we're going through the hassle of going to the bank. We've gone online and we've got in touch with my bank in America, and hopefully it's being handled. Now, back to the holding back of information from us, which I think that we should be getting. Of course, it's the tip of the iceberg. For as much as you may think you are being, information is being withheld from you, it's only the tip of the iceberg, believe me, there's so much more is happening, and it is evident in small ways. I've seen it with Facebook especially, where people have realized that they are only, you know, they may have thousands of followers, and yet they are actually always keep hearing from the same handful. So evidently it would be reasonable to assume that something is in place to stop whatever you post from reaching all of those people that follow you. We are followed by 11,000 followers. We have 11,000 followers. I very much doubt that, that even a small fraction of them actually hear from us. But anyway, that's another thing. But let me give you two specifics of comments that have been deemed no longer available. Right now, the thing is, if you follow our channel anyway, you'll know that it is what we regard as being a feel-good channel. Now, when I say feel-good, if someone comes on and has a difference of opinion, like with the fire that we've had a huge number of people who are very knowledgeable about electrical work, and they've given us some very sound advice. Some of them not always in the most tactful way, but the information has always been good. That's fine by me. I'm not looking for people to constantly praise and worship me. I'm looking for civility. So as long as somebody is civil and doesn't have a hidden subtext, what I call a subtext, which is where you're smiling face, but underneath you're going for the jugular. As long as it's not one of those, then that's fine by me. But looking at this one, this would be something that I would very much want to see. It says, and it was from a subscriber who is living in the Philippines, and he said, and from what I remember, I don't remember it verbatim. Hold on, I'm being called. Okay, thank you. That's lovely, telling me that dinner is being served. So anyway, I got the first, as I say, the first line of the comment. It said, receiving, my wife and I can withdraw 20, I think they said. Oh no, that was another one. This one, the one that was taken from my page, said receiving pension in his Belgian bank account. So whoever the subscriber was, he was about to tell me how he receives his pension through his Belgian bank account. I received mine through my American bank account. Now, when I clicked on that, in order to be able to read the full comment, it said this comment is no longer available. Now, I didn't delete it, so why? And I can see nothing in there that would prompt the subscriber from deleting that bank account. The other one was someone had made a comment and said about some of the electrical work, had said that's a good amount of info, and I would have liked to have seen that too. But that was another one where Facebook, in their wisdom, had said this comment is no longer available. Now, why? And the other thing that I noticed as well, lately it has changed slightly. It says these are the most recent comments. So it gives me the most recent comments on any video. So in other words, the comments scroll down. So as you go to the top of the comments for any given video, that will be the most recent that has been received, maybe only a few seconds or a few minutes. So it says that. But the other time it said, these the most relevant comments. Now, relevant to who? Relevant by what measure? By what frame of reference are they being described as relevant? So in other words, I haven't said that they are relevant. So who is telling me, who is looking at my comments, at the comments on my channel or my Facebook page, and is saying, oh, that's not relevant, or okay, well, put that one in, that seems relevant. So am I supposed to be able to make an assessment of the way that things are going, good, bad, or indifferent, good, bad, or ugly, when someone else is going before me and saying, in effect, they're saying, these are the ones that you should look at. Not we've taken out the other ones because we didn't like them. They were not relevant. Who the hell is telling me what is relevant and what is not relevant, and who is deleting comments from my channel or from my Facebook page that they think are not relevant? Now, this is my point about this whole thing, about how we are being told what to think. We are being told what is important. We're being told what is fake. We're being told that this is the whole story. We're just protecting you for your own good, for your own benefit. Rarely have I ever in my life found that when someone does something purely for my benefit, is it really going to benefit me? And I haven't found that that's the case. So, whoever it is at Facebook or YouTube, stop protecting me. I'm a big boy, I'll be okay. I can judge for myself whether something is relevant, and I can judge for myself whether I want it on my channel or on my Facebook page. And I don't need a big daddy to do that for me. And for the rest of us, for all of us, if the information that we are being allowed to see is not all of it, then how can we make a balanced judgment about what is so on any subject? On any subject. That's my point. So thanks for looking in. I would love to see things change, and I think that we are going to see things change, because I don't think that you can actually withhold the truth. And if you remember, the Nazis burned books, and so many books were burned. Has it stopped us from learning from books? No, it hasn't. You know, the great John Steinbeck, who was a giant of literature in America, wrote some of the most incredible books. Two of them, East of Eden and The Grapes of Wrath, are probably monumental works of literature. And in the small town where he came from, he upset a few people, and they apparently, I was told, they burned a lot of his books. So, what's good for us and what's not good for us should be judged by us. Bye for now.